Okay, I just did a top 10 teachings on Brachot, Daf Gimel Amud Beis, and I forgot the 10th one. The 10th one is like the fun one, which is Bernie Sanders' economic plan. Tosafot thinks it will fail. What's the story there? What am I talking about? Well, there's a Tosafot at the here it is, and it's talking about King David and his advisors. They're talking about the economic growth or stagnation of the people of Israel in ancient Israel in the time of King David. And here is a point of how the Tosafot and the commentators are trying to kind of understand this. King David says, "Let everyone do business." And his advisors say that's not enough. It's like they say something which is kind of vague, no, but it's not clear what it is. It's something like you can't fill up a hole with its dirt, or a pit with its water. And the rabbis are trying to figure out what it means. And here's the commentary in the Tosafot, V'ri Pirish, Shimtach for mitzad zeh v'tanich mitzad acher lo timaleh. If you dig from one side and fill in from another side, it's not going to be filled. Shemashenosin kan chasar kan. What you dig up to put somewhere else is then going to be missing where you dug it from. Kemokein ma shenoto min ha'ashirim yischaser min ha'ashirim. If your economic plan is to tax the wealthy to sustain the poor, now the wealthy will be missing. So what this, in effect, is saying is Bernie Sanders has this economic plan, which is, and Elizabeth Warren as well, they're pretty similar, which is, we hate billionaires. Billionaires are responsible for all of our problems. Let's just tax them to, maybe not to death, and what they're not really telling you, because like when Elizabeth Warren attacked Pete Buttigieg about that wine cave and said it was, all these billionaires, it wasn't billionaires, it was millionaires, is that they're going to tax billionaires and millionaires and probably people who just, make a decent living. But here's the problem with that, according to Tosafot. Certain people, like I live in New York City, I'd say like I struggle financially, but I make a lot of money compared to when I lived in Florida. But New York City is a very expensive city to live in Manhattan, So if you were going to be like, tax me even more, I wouldn't survive. I wouldn't be able to do it. So the real issue that Tosafot points out here is that you can't just say tax the rich, because then you think you're fixing economic disparity, but you're creating a new problem. There's a lot of upper middle class people who are just surviving, and if you're going to just kind of like, you claim it's after the billionaires, but we all know that that's just not really going to be what happens. And but then again, robots are going to take over at some point, doing more and more work as they get smarter and smarter. So we'll revisit Bernie then when that happens. Thank you.